going on. We are at $30 met out of a $200 goal for that one as well. If you guys are wondering what you're watching, this is the JRTA Marathon number 2. We previously did a very successful marathon last year, which ensured that 3 Japanese runners made it to this previous AGDQ, and we're doing the same thing this time around. It was such a success that we want to bring back Ohan, and we want to see Bicord this time around at AGDQ. So we need your help to make that happen. We're currently at a total donation of $1,616.01, and we are looking to bring that up to $4,500. We're currently on pace to do that, but we continue to need your help to make sure that it happens. This could be very, very exciting to see happen. I mean, these guys have some great runs on the already accepted and on the waitlist for AGDQ. Bicord with Gimmick and Wario Land 3, and Ohan with the Japanese version of Castlevania 3, Mega Man 5, and Mega Man 6. So if you guys want to see these awesome runners play these awesome games at AGDQ this January, help us out and throw a donation our way. Even if you can't donate, then any other support you could give would be very, very helpful, just by spreading the word on social media or by even just hosting us on Twitch. Anything you can do to help get the word out is tremendously appreciated. So in the meantime, thank you guys so much for watching, and again, coming up we've got New Super Luigi U, played by Wexcelsior.
Alright, am I on?
Cool, I see you.
Yeah, you're straight. And audio's fine? Just wanna know if I should turn something up or down.
It sounds good to me. We're waiting on a couple of responses, but the audio sounds good to me. Yeah.
Alright then. You ready? Alright, count you down. 3, 2, 1, go! So, this is New Super Luigi U. It is an expansion of sorts to New Super Mario Bros. U, and it is a little bit shorter speedrun because it's a more faster paced. The levels are a bit shorter, timing is a bit more hectic, but it's more fun in my opinion. Adds a lot more variety to the levels. And because of your generous donations, I will not be using Nabbit, who is a thief. You don't actually have to use him in the route, and the game actually doesn't really tell you about him. But he does not take damage from enemies, so you can basically just run through levels. You can only die from pits and lava and stuff like that. So there's a few levels where it makes it a lot easier and a little bit faster, but it's still doable without him. And I actually did it without him at SGDQ 2014. So if you saw that, you've seen this run. But because of that, I will be intentionally getting a few extra power-ups from the ends of levels, so it'll add a little bit of time from fireworks, but I'm most likely getting hurt, so I'll need them. Hopefully I won't just die on the first level too. And so if you haven't played or seen this game before, this squirrel power-up is OP. Because you can just basically glide through the levels, avoid a lot of stuff, goes a little faster. And that was the first intentional acorn grab. Fireworks are, of course, on the matching digits at the end of the time. And 7s just happen to be squirrel power-up, so works out really well. But yeah, now that they've added slips to Mario Maker, you can actually just recreate the game. They never need to make a new one. Nice, got 99. Oh, shit.
So
timing's gonna be a little off.
Had you played the previous entries in this series, and you still kind of, when they announced it, you kind of knew that it would be your type of game coming up? Or was this your first one in the series?
I played the original New Super Mario Bros. On DS, which was basically just a remake of the original Super Mario Bros.
Mm-hmm.
I hadn't played U, or I hadn't played Wii, and then I got U when I got my Wii U, and it was fun enough that I wanted to run it.
Mm-hmm.
And I figured Luigi was gonna be more the same, and it was, but more fun.
Gotcha. Are there kind of character differences between the two? Like sometimes in some games Luigi jumps higher and stuff like that, or are they the same pretty much?
Yeah, it's typical Luigi differences in that he jumps a little higher, he's a little more floaty.
Gotcha.
And I've played this so much that I'm so more used to Luigi's mechanics that I really can't play Mario anymore.
So at this point, you think you kind of prefer this game's physics over the others?
Yeah, it feels better to me. Just because it's a little looser. And that last level wasn't ideal, because that messed up the timing, but I didn't get hit, so whatever.
Now, I'm not too familiar with the game. How much of a difference does not being able to use Nabbit make in a speedrun?
Well, the run itself is a little bit slower, because he saves, I want to say about 15 seconds total on a perfect run. But the levels that you use him in are made a little more difficult because timing is tighter, and you have to worry a lot more about getting hit by enemies. So, timing's not too much different. It is different, but it's more in the tightness of execution, yeah. And so in typical Mario fashion, we're just gonna skip half the game. And go straight to, I think it's World 7, 6, 5 maybe? I don't know. It's been so long since I played through the regular game.
Now, I imagine since the the kind of cape-ish part of the game is so important, if you lose it, do you kind of have to know backup strats just in case, or are you able to kind of keep it throughout?
Most levels, it's okay to finish the level. The problem comes with not having it in the next level and needing to get another one.
Gotcha.
So I know a few levels where I can get an extra one at the end of the level from the fireworks. Unfortunately, you can't save one, like if you get an extra one during the level.
Oh, okay, yeah.
But, yeah. And so, screwed up. This is the first level that I would have used Nabbit in. Makes it a little easier, because you don't have to worry about this for one. And it makes the ropes a little easier to manage. You don't have to worry about not getting hit on the swing. Alright, messed that up. Alright, that wasn't too bad. I did lose about 4 seconds though.
Made it.
Ideally, that level, in case you didn't notice the time, is one of the ones where I can get an extra acorn, but it's really tight execution. And this is actually where Nabbit is going to be introduced as a character in general, not as a playable character. Stole Toad's items. If I wanted to, I could go back and capture him and get a P acorn. Which is like the regular one, but on the extra jump up, normally you'd have to float back down, rather than continuing to fly. With the P acorn for one level, for the first level you have it, you can keep going up. Doesn't make too much of a difference in this game, but in regular Mario U, it can help in a couple levels. And so this is one level we're just basically just going to float across the entire level. And I'm going to get another acorn, just cause. I have little faith in myself.
Phew, made it.
Mainly because this next level is a little tight in execution, and in the 2 marathons I've run this game in, I have yet to get it on the first try. Despite being consistent in practice, I don't know why.
Cha.
But these next couple levels are both pretty tight in execution. But this is going to be my favorite skip if I can get it. Finally! First try marathon.
Oh,
So,
nice.
this level is a moving platform level, so you actually save about 2 minutes, I think, maybe a minute, by not taking it and just skipping that first scene. But the execution's tight, and you have to time those spins at the end really well. Otherwise you'll just fall and not grab the wall. You also have to time those jumps pretty well too, because as long as his spikes are still showing, if you hit him, you'll hit the spike. And I do that way too often. So the next level is a ghost house, and is really tight execution towards the beginning, and is one of the levels that I would have used Nabbit in. Alright. Okay, that was the hard jump. I'm in the clear. I think it's really neat having that middle platform, all the ghosts flying around. If you just run through, the timing works out so you'll miss all of them. But playing casually, you'll probably freak out and ruin it and get hit.
Oh, secret.
So there's 2 more levels after that that I would have used Nabbit in. One of them I actually prefer not to. He saves a second from having to wait at the end, so I could actually just get another acorn if I wanted to, but I won't. Actually, never mind. I think it's a fireball level, but yeah. And so this is the one auto-scroller, obligatory. It's a little crazier in this than Mario U, because there's more enemies. Really that there are actually enemies, but it looks a lot tighter than it actually is. So it's really easy to get complacent and just fall or accidentally hit the underside of one of these guys. And I don't want to hit the P-switches because it changes the music, and I like the regular music.
Phew, made it. Cha.
And DP, yeah, everything has 100 seconds. So it's always the hectic music.
Yo.
This level coming up also has a really tight jump towards the end, but hopefully I'll get it.
Thanks a lot.
I do not want to touch the fuzzies because I don't want to get dizzy. Because in this case, dizzy means losing my swirl power. Alright, got it. There's a really small window once you hit that platform to jump off before hitting another fuzzy.
Phew, made it. Oh.
And this is another level coming up that you basically just fly over.
Are there categories or anything which ban the flying squirrel power-up? Or is it mostly just kind of any percent with free use of it?
There's not too many people that run the game. I don't know if anyone really does anymore, since we all pretty much stopped. But there's really only just regular any percent.
Gotcha.
And regular any percent uses Nabbit. I prefer not to, honestly. I think it's
Made it.
a little more fun, more impressive to look at.
Cha.
So this castle, I always take a hit in, so hopefully I won't. Yep, there it is. Another one for good measure. So that'll lose a bit of time. Especially since this boss is really the only real instance of RNG in this game, because Kamek will place ice blocks in the air, and there are a bunch of different patterns, and so depending on the pattern you get, it can be a really easy quick kill, or it can take an extra 15 seconds.
Ouch.
Or more. And it's already longer because I lost my swirl power.
Just one of those instances where knowing where good backups are comes in handy.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, so this is actually a really awful pattern. And so if I had swirl, I could just stay up and float and get another hit really quickly. But instead I have to wait for her to do this. And then after the second hit, she always respawns right in the middle of the screen. So if you can get that second hit really quickly, you know exactly where she's going to be. And get the third one right away. Oh jeez. Damn it. That was close. Well. Alright. So that took a lot longer than it should have, but I didn't die.
Yes, I'm a winner.
And thankfully, I have a couple acorns as backups. And so normally, changing that twister is a lot more gradual, but because we skipped a whole bunch of worlds, it happens all at once.
What? Yeah, let's go.
Yeah, I always call game machine. I don't know why. Just have it. And one thing I didn't mention about Nabbit is besides just running through enemies, he also can't get fireworks at the end. So there are some levels where you use him just to save that extra second from having to wait. And that was one of them. So we're gonna skip the second half of this world, go straight to the boss. And so that jump can be a little tighter than it should be, depending on timing and how high you land on that wall right there at the end. And getting hit there means you can't get a quick kill here on this guy. Hopefully I don't actually accidentally get hit trying to get the quick kill. Alright, I'm good. So without swirl you can't get that first hit quickly. And that's another, I want to say 10 seconds I think. It's not too much because you can still get those other two hits pretty quickly.
Yes, I'm a winner.
And if you hadn't noticed, that is actually the only world boss I will be fighting besides Bowser. Because I skipped everything else.
Ho-ho! What? Wow.
The beginning of this has another couple tight jumps you have to land on individual blocks that are moving while you're moving. So hopefully I'll nail it. Because there's no backup.
Whoa!
Oh, missed the first one. But I got the second one, so I'm good. So if you miss that first one, you can still go through those blocks, but then the jump at the end, you have to. There's a very small window to jump through without hitting the corner block.
Whoa!
And this Bowser Jr. quick kill is another one that's really easy to take a hit on.
Wow! Whoa!
Have to be really careful and get full height off that second jump, otherwise you'll barely clip him on the side and take a hit. So if you're not paying attention, it's really easy to make that fight longer than it should be. And so now we're going to the castle, which is the last world. We're already there. It's a very short game.
Now, how does the kind of difficulty curve of this game go as it gets on? Is it just harder and harder as levels go on, or as worlds go on?
Sorta. It's really much of the same throughout the game, in that there's a lot of enemies floating around, flying around. It's been a while since I've played the rest of the game, so I don't remember anything specific. But with the hectic timing and the extra enemies, it's basically the same throughout, just slightly different mechanically. And so in this world, the main enemy is just fireballs that seem random, but are mostly based on your position and the screen position, so you can manipulate them. This is the last level I would have used Nabbit in that would have been nice. There's no difference in the level itself, other than I'm going to get hit by a fireball. Unless I get really lucky. I got really lucky. Okay. Because the fireballs do not actually spawn off screen. They are not spawned until the bottom pixel of the fireball is on screen, but then the entire fireball is off screen. So it can actually spawn on top of you if you're above the screen. But I got a really good pattern there.
If you do get hit there, is that a significant time loss?
No, because the end of the level's right there, so the biggest loss is just from losing the acorn.
Gotcha.
Squirrel power. And I have another backup anyway, so it wouldn't have been too bad. But a bad pattern there can lose 5 to 10 seconds.
Made it. Ha!
And so this is the second to last level. In Mario Bros. U, it's an elevator. In this one, it's just sideways platforms. A lot easier to manage.
So if folks are watching this game and think it would be a good run to pick up, what would be some good resources? I mean, should they pretty much just kind of watch a run and try and duplicate what they see as best they can?
Honestly, yeah, just watch runs. And try to get the patterns down. It's really a lot of muscle memory and remembering what level is what. Like, most of the timing really just comes down to feel.
Yeah.
Made it.
And so, now we're just about at Bowser.
What?
One thing I hadn't mentioned is those save windows. I actually play on the gamepad, and you can use the touchscreen on the gamepad to hit cancel. It's for me at least, a little faster than trying to go over the D-pad and hit A.
Yeah.
And where Bowser Jr. drops there is based on your position. So if you do the same movement every time, he'll drop the same places every time. Alright, and this should be familiar to anyone who's played Mario Bros. 1. Just a nice quick boss. Does not time. There's more. Spoilers. In case you've been following the story.
Yeah, I'm a winner.
Because Bowser died off screen, so he didn't really die. Peach is still so far away, with no way to get up there.
Ooh.
Coming up with something called a fireball skip that I may or may not get. I've been really bad with timing in practice lately. Hopefully I do with saves a few seconds, but it's not a big deal as long as I don't get hit. Now Bowser's really big, and I can't just hit a switch to kill him. And Bowser Jr.'s there to help him out. Alright, got skip. And time will be on the third hit there. I got hit there, it's not a huge deal. It's annoying. And he always returns to the middle of the screen after third jump. And I got really lucky there with Bowser Jr.'s placement. Final card placement. Helicopter. So time is almost hit. Time. Whew.
Alright. Very solid run. That was right around a 30-10 or so.
Okay.
And so, yeah, very solid run, Wexcelsior. Thank you very much.
Yeah, that's not bad, considering the backups. And that long Kamek fight.
Yeah, I'm a winner.
So that's new Super Luigi U. If you haven't played it, play it. You don't even have to buy Mario Bros. U. It has a standalone disc. Comes in a cool green case. It's part of the Year of Luigi a couple years ago.
Thank you.
Yeah, it looked like a lot of fun. It looked like a solid kind of first run for anyone that wants to pick up a game with enough depth if anyone's looking for kind of something with the more intricacy and depth to it as well. So, cool stuff.
Yeah, I highly recommend it. Especially if you found Mario U too easy.
Cool, so I guess we'll just move right along then. Thank you once again, Wexcelsior, for a great run of new Super Luigi U.
Yeah, thank you. Thank everyone for watching, and thanks for donations. Keep it up.
Yeah, so you guys are watching a JRTA marathon. The goal of this marathon is to bring a couple of the best Japanese runners to HEDQ this upcoming January. It's always a lot of fun. We did this past HEDQ. It was a huge success, and we're hoping to bring Bicord and Ohan to this upcoming HEDQ. So we can't do it without your help. Right now, we're up to 16 in a total